Let's see if that fixed it. It looks like it. Hey, it's relaunching. Not seeing major laggage, so we should be good. Means finally I can get back to it. And we are almost done with this guy. Welcome back. So we are almost done with Magmon. Circle. Which means soon we'll be able to paint him, and I want to play with some textures. There's only 2 textures we're going to work with, which will be a stone and, of course, lava. Which means we're going to have to turn him entirely to a mesh. And I'm going to basically do 2 versions. I'm going to do one meshed and one one textured and one non-textured. So yeah, we're going to do that. Oh, I didn't pin that, Here, pin. There we go. Now we got it. We're going to go ahead and drop in here. Let's see. Then we got that. Checking out what I had yesterday. And make sure you're about level I'm doing here. We're just filling in all these gaps basically with a lava. Well, it's not lava yet. It's just clay, but it will be lava. We color it. And we have our all my stuff. Because of the keyboard? Still doing it. What's going on with my stuff today? Ah. Happen. Everything just went dark for me. Oh, this is just a quick way to select layers? Maybe. Maybe that's something I didn't even know. Things are fine now. They just need to stay fine. Not what I wanted. There we go. So yeah, that's just a quick way to select layers. I didn't know that. I didn't know that shortcut. Finally back in it. My controls are under control. I'm just having all kinds of glitches today. We're gonna have to turn off the details. There we go. That way I can see underneath here. And we're not being precise, we're just kind of going with it. Because if there's some empty spaces, that's fine. This is just supposed to be areas that's kind of peeking through to the inner core. extra bubblage. Not even gonna see that anyway.
At Amazon, there's a way up.
And we're going to go ahead and stop that. There we go. Um, not good. We don't want that. Turn that music back on. Music. Especially resolution was up. The cracks you could see actually there. That would make a much better guide because it's starting to get a little polygonal. Close and work. Well, I think this is an area you can't even see. Oh, wait, I didn't even finish. Have fun with it. That's all we need to do is just have fun with it. Hey. Organics. Shape. Go, there you go. Weird. What happened? Awesome. Bubbly. A little over. Oh. Hide a guide of these polygonal little crevices. I'm playing N64. Okay, now for the other side. Some of these are a little easier. Hey. That's gonna cause me problems with discussion. Especially if I rig it. Which hopefully is low res enough it's not gonna be 30 million kilobytes. First one. Is come back to the drawing board. I'm just having fun with it. I'm not trying to be exact or anything. Fine, we don't need to be exact. God of War or Halo? Oh, Elden Ring. Great. Started a new book today. Nothing's really happened yet. Most I know is there's a civil war going on between two warring factions that orbit the same moon, if I'm remembering right. And there was some definite sabotage to try to get the two sides to kill each other during a ceasefire, while humanitarian supplies were being delivered. And I'm not sure if this is connected to the last book I read. I thought it wasn't going to be. I thought it was going to be connected to the Nihil. I'm not 100% sure yet if it is. Because one of them said, the saboteurs said something similar to the path of the open hands. But it couldn't, it's one of those sayings that it's like, oh, with the force willing, they'll all be dead. So, or the force wills that they'll all be dead. One of the two. Either or, very religious kind of saying. I thought it was going to the next part of that series was going to pick up in the Battle of Jeddah, but I guess I was wrong. I can't remember what this book is called. I loaded it up yesterday. We'll see, because it didn't really mention the Nihil in the in the quotations opening crawl, the prologue of the book. I'm not sure if it's Nihil or who it is. But the Jedi are definitely already involved. We have one Jedi who's questioning their place. It has to be the open. That's my speculation right now. Jeddah is still around. I don't know what's going to happen during the time of Jeddah, but obviously something goes down. If we look at Rogue One, and this could be the catalyst for it, because of the path of the open hand, that could be the catalyst. Who knows? Got too close. I have not played Cyberpunk. I haven't seen the anime either. Yeah, this part should not take long at all, since we were so close to being done with it in the first place. And it'll just be a lot of loading while we texture. Well, first we're gonna color, and coloring's not gonna take long at all. Not gonna worry about like major shading. The most colors we probably will use it will be like a yellow, red, and orange. Because Magmon is just one flat color besides the lava. He's just stone. And we're not going to worry about shading him because most programs will have light simulation. When I stick him in there and I put up a light source, that's going to make the shadows. And maybe tomorrow, or not tomorrow, tonight we'll relax with some D-Rail Valley. Or we might mix it up. We only did one shunting job. Hey, it seems like it's going fine. Hopefully things are alright. And there's no major problems. Hello.
Everyone needs a break sometimes.
I need a break from these because I always end up getting muted for some reason. Oh no, I'm gonna sneeze. I am going to sneeze. I sneezed, so okay. Just a little sneeze. Let's see. A little bit more in this one. Oh, that has to be Hogwarts Legacy. I like Harry Potter. I think there's some creative ideas in it. Some things are very stereotypical. I do want to play Hogwarts Legacy, but you know, maybe if they had a footage mode, perhaps that would give me to get it. Some other things I would rather get first. It's gonna be Hogwarts Legacy is just gonna be on the back burner. I understand why they didn't want footage in there. At least they let you do fly around. So the potential's there, but yeah, they probably would say that for DLC. We have our main game, and then footage can be bonus in-game content. And then being able to choose your play style. If you're going to be a beater or a seeker, the goalie. So, all right, things are going fine. Good boy. Ah, we're touching. Touching. Crap. Ah. Over here. There we go. That's fine. We're good there. Done with. Got this leg, and then yep, the head. So yeah, once we get the head done, the major stuff's gonna be done. I don't think any of the detail clay need anything. Going anywhere? Go ahead and do a save though. And I'm even being risky today. I'm using a quick save. Just for you. I just can't do anything until it's still done. You can see from right here. Quick saving. And there it is. It's done. So it still takes about as long as a normal save. It just doesn't dump the camera, which is nice. Is what I was hoping for. So yeah, I think we'll hopefully just stick to quick saving. And if anything goes wrong, I will cry. I will cry many, many tears. Get back on. Gotta get. Oh! Okay, out there. Now we got the detail. We didn't get this here. I'm on add. Perfect. Oh. Lava. There we go. I need to watch that recent quarter video. I'm about to sneeze again. I am sneezy today. Sorry about that. Take a nice sip. So yeah, apparently in the most recent quarter video, they're working with like an AI filter to try to basically, in a sense, do an animation. Try to make something look 2D for video. And I think, just from what little I saw, Porter's always kind of wanted to deal with new filmmaking experimentations. I think the issue here is just how a lot of people want to perceive it. And try to talk to us like, oh, well, animation is so, it will be so much easier for everyone. Animations has been easy for anyone for a long time. It just takes practice. It's like trying to take the quick and easy path when which will lead to less creativity. You're gonna have so much more limitations. Oops. You're gonna have so much more limitations to it. From saying, because it's basically just rotoscoping. And one of the biggest issues with rotoscoping is how it does not follow principles of animation. One of the things, probably the biggest thing with rotoscoping, which this isn't technically rotoscoping, I think, because it's trying to like perfectly, which it is rotoscoping. It's weird, but basically, the problem is one of the rules of animation is weight. And I don't mean eating too many cheeseburgers weight. I mean the kind of weight of, say, you're standing, you're putting weight down. Whenever there's something kind of slapped on top of you, it's not able to truly emulate that weight. So if you put your arm down or you're leaning over, there's a major weight to it where a lot of rotoscoping is a bit floaty because it is floating. It's floating over you. It's floating over whatever you're rotoscoping. And that's what basically this AI, that what little bit I saw, was doing. And I think it could be a fun little ha-ha, but there's so many people out there who would rather take some kind of quick and easy path to try to be like, oh, well, see, look, we see that a lot with AI, where there isn't any actual passion or creativity or any kind of true art into it. Because when you're basically just typing things, you have a funny idea, or you kind of stereotypically go look at what other people have done, and then you just type in the computer, and it just literally copies someone else's work. And because there's some of them out there that you can literally just say, you can give them a reference image, and they'll take that reference image and then alter it.
To me, as the punch of flavor.
Oh, okay. I've been had the music muted the whole time. Neat. And as much as I love Masterpiece, they're dabbling into AI as well, which does give me some concern. Simply because it's like, I'm sure that some of the stuff they have is from their own, is from a library of users. Which is where my concern is. And people are going to see it as this quick and easy path out. Of, say, it's like, oh, you're going to make a mobile ad. Well, I need a creature for this mobile ad. Not mobile ad, like a mobile game. That's why I wanted to say not ad, which, same thing. You just say, I want a goblin. Give me a goblin. And then it'll auto-generate a goblin for you. It's not going to come out perfect from what I saw in their trials. There's going to be like some pointy edges. Because everything's going to come out as one layer, but it's going to be... It looked fully colored and textured. But there's some jaggedness to it that they had to smooth out. So I have concerns there. That's probably the least thing I like about it. Because the people that look at this quick and easy path, they don't care about what anything's doing. They're caring about their bottom line. They're caring about just trying to get one over on someone who has put the time and effort to learn and practice and to study uh, anatomy and all these little minute things. And when we have things like animation, like with Corridor did, there's a lot of people that deal with that go through it, and they'll go in to study the principles of animation. I'm trying to remember everything off the top of my head right now. You had Squash and Strick. You had wait, I'd have to get my book. I put myself in the spot and screwed myself over because I'm rambling. Got Squash and Stretch. You have anticipation. You had follow throughs. You have your weight. You have timing. You have staging. You have appeal. Uh, deformation. I have to get my book out. That's embarrassing. Overlap considered with follow through. I believe I said anticipation. I don't even remember what I said now. If only someone was here to type it out. But the point is just so much goes into it. And it all started with interpolation as well. But then going back to what Corridor did, what they have is so limited because again, you're stuck with whatever you as a human can do, which is what's going on? You're outside. Weird. Where's my where's my train of thought at? It's so limited because when you look at animation, the strength of it, the true strength of it, is there is no limit to your storytelling. There's no limit to your creativity. The only true limit is yourself and your team and what you're able to imagine. And of course, then you have things like time, the amount of time that you might have. You might have a deadline, funding. You know, maybe it's a passion project. But we're talking about real world things. But when we're talking about when it comes to strictly animation, there is no limits. That's the great thing about it. And you can take something so mundane, and turn it into this amazing action showdown. If we take, for example, the Looney Tune show. The Looney Tune show was basically a kind of a reboot of the Looney Tunes characters, if you don't know, where they kind of just live day to day lives. It's just a slice of life comedy. But of course, it being the Looney Tunes, things go off the rails quickly. You have Daffy, who's of course is this narcissistic jerk. And then you have Bugs, who is basically the everyman of it's like, oh, look how great he is, and it's like it's a lot of times his reactions to what's going on around him, but then he is also wacky, but because he's also a little bit more cynical, he can kind of see like, wow, this is nuts. There was an episode where in this series he's dating Lola, and his parents were going to do a family photo shoot. Not his parents, her parents, Lola's parents, were going to do a family portrait. They do one every year, I believe they said, and they invited Bugs to do it. At some point, I think it might have been a tennis. His tooth got chipped, and so of course he didn't have his Bugs Bunny perfection that Lola so loved, and so she was just like, "Oh no, you stay out of it. It's the photo shoot's been canceled, doing everything she can to get him out of it." And at first, Bugs didn't even want to be in the photo shoot. But now that Lola doesn't want him there, and now he's like, oh yeah, I'm getting in this photo shoot now. Because you're only mad because my tooth is chipped. And it actually, after everything is said and done, it leads to this uh, horse and buggy car chase, which it's like you couldn't do something like this is something mundane where yeah, this is gonna happen in something like some kind of normal family sitcom, which this is kind of a parody of, be it Seinfeld, the Larry David Show. Uh, I didn't really like Friends. I didn't like Friends. Um, I didn't like Big Bang Theory. Is there another good sitcom that I liked? That 70 Show. I like that one. Let's see. Fresh Prince of Bel Air. Like that one. Family Matters. Like that one. What else do I like? I like lots of things. But if they were gonna have an episode where it's like, oh, when the tooth is chipped, you might be able to have some kind of silly car chase, but you wouldn't be able to take it to the extremes that the Looney Tunes are able to truly add to that comedic effect. No matter how much rotoscoping you did, doing what they did would be near impossible. Unless you animated it. Quick saving. Which I do want to do animations here and do like these short little ones and just kind of sit and chat and do I think primarily 3D, but I want to do a mix of 2D and 3D. I have two animation softwares, technically three, because this is also an animation software. And we're about to be done saving. Oh. Huh. Oh. I hit the rename button. That's why I couldn't see it. What just happened? Ah! What happened? No! No! What happened? Okay. Okay, we're good. We're good. I got scared. I was scared. Okay. Okay. So this stuff, more here. There you go. I don't think there's anything else. Okay. 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 We're gonna go ahead and paint it. It is a bit of a purplish blue. There's color now. You're on the wrong one for that. Oh yeah, my shortcut. That's not too bad. That's a very darker purple. Good. Too black. out. Up there is fun. We're gonna add it to our palette. Okay. Second guessing myself. Ooh, no. That's purple. That's been the, not the color I want. Need to get back over here so I can see what I'm actually doing. Better. Yeah, I think that's the one. That's the one. That's the color we want right there. That one I am perfectly happy with. Silver set. Okay. There we go. You can just go all over. Word on nothing. Nothing. These artists might be a little too skinny, but that's too late now. Magmon is pretty much just all one color, rock and lava. Basic coat done, basic coat done. That's fine. Now then we're and then I still have the sound muted. That right there works. We're gonna go ahead and move that there. Gonna put it to our swatch. In case we need to come back to that color for any reason. Alright. I want... Hear that. Ketchup. I'm gonna go to splatter. I'm just gonna add in some splatters here. And then we're gonna blur it. That's more of a yellow-orange, so we're gonna go for a deep well. And then that's just brown. There's good. Yellow. Also gonna do another splatter. Here. Then we're gonna do blur. Blur. Actually gonna turn the mirror and do half the work. Woohoo! There we go. There's a nice little lava for you. Yeah. There we go. That's that done. Now we're gonna play around with textures. I think with the fingers, the tips definitely and anybody control them, so it's fine. There's some things I'm not happy with, but well, it's fine. It's fine. So now we can just relax for a minute while we wait for this to finish. Get you straight on. Hello. Almost ready. There you go. It's done. We're gonna go quick export. Private. We're gonna do an FBX. We're gonna export it. Those. Alright. Now, we're gonna play. We're gonna play a little bit before we just decide on some other things. We're gonna go ahead and play around a little bit. Body. We're gonna texture it. We're gonna prepare it ourselves. Image, video, desktop, console. It is a bit of a hard surface. We're at medium right now. Below. Fine. Forever with that. We're just gonna go medium for the sake of time. For advance. Where are you? Target point. I can just come back and play with it later. I did.
Everyone needs a break sometimes.
And we're gonna go ahead and stop that there.
Cigarettes.
There we go. That should be fine. Now we just get to sit back, relax, and that's what we're doing. Oh. We're gonna get a drink. And we'll literally be while this mesh process is going. Oh, did it finish? No, it didn't finish. Huh. It's baking. Hey, where'd you go, buddy? There you are. There you are. All right. Have low poly, but that's fine. Some things don't want to show up as well. Okay, there we go. It was just being a jerk. Okay. So that's done there. We're going to go ahead and get the rest of these as well. He's not going to be made out of wood. Don't worry. I gotta come here first. Now, here we go. Art service, we got character, image, video. Yes, yes. You're at medium, medium. Yes. Okay. UV. But, well, not simplified. You jerk. We're gonna give it a try. Try it. Try. I try to switch this over. There it goes. We are just focusing on remeshing right now, so our little guy here can't do too much. I can't do too much either. Got our loading. So now I'm just kind of hanging out, waiting. Brushes. So yeah, we're just waiting for all of our. We just finished our body mesh. We're gonna get our head mesh up here, and then eventually we'll get our arms, hands, fingies, legs, all the other little details. Yeah. Can't remember when the 30th anniversary Power Rangers comes out with Once a Ranger. Always it was Once a Ranger, always a Ranger, I believe. I cannot remember when that comes out. I am looking forward to it. It'll be interesting to see. There is a Green Ranger, so it's going to be interesting to see who that is. Oh, I didn't think I grabbed him. Weird. Yeah, we got him done. We're going to play around with textures once I get everything turned into a mesh. Because first thing you have to do before you can texture it is mesh it. As maybe you saw earlier when I was messing with the wood a little bit. I was a bit confused, so I went ahead and tested with the. I can't even browse materials right now because of how things are uh, in the middle of the mesh process. So that's all. Oh, and that's still off. Never turned the music back on. I can't grab anything. Oh. Bone to pick with Subway. Subway has been so annoying. For some reason, in their app, can't make any single purchase. Doesn't matter what kind of payment method I use. Doesn't matter if I'm in my account or signed in as a guest. It's just always the same thing. Payment failed. And it's like, well, it wasn't declined, it just for some reason flat out failed. And the app recently updated too, so I'm just like, okay, well, the first time it happened, I was like, well, maybe it's just servers and whatnot, and we'll just get something else. And then, so try and get it today, I just had to go down there, which means I couldn't use any of the deals because I don't have any coupons. I haven't received a single coupon in the mail from Subway, like I used to. There used to be coupons in the mail for Subway where it's like, oh, here you go. Or, every month you're gonna get a little thing, and you can get, a foot long for free, pretty much. But no, not anymore. Not anymore for whatever reason. It's just like, can't use because you're gonna use coupons. I think that's the whole reason. They don't want you to use coupons anymore. They want you to go in and pay full price for the subs, and basically, if you want to pay half off a sub, even though the app is promoting it with their BOGO 50, the app is going to just say, go screw yourself. You're going to go down to this restaurant and pay full price. And that is so annoying. It's like, I have all these coupons online, let me use the damn coupons. It's the only restaurant I have this problem with. Any other restaurant, either they just don't have coupons, or maybe they have their own deals in their own app. So I can't really use Honey to get a deal from them. Or if you're using their deals, you can't use any of the other things because you're already getting a discount, so you can't get more of a discount. But Subway, for whatever reason, is just the biggest pain to deal with. And it makes no sense. And I'm not the only one that's had payment issues from Subway either. I saw other people on online also had issues with payment. So I'm not the only one. It happens out there. It is just like, okay, we're at the auto UV process, and I can do the arms and legs. It's there. So it's so annoying, for whatever reason. And McDonald's has gotten crappier with their deals. At least I can still use their deals. Except for one deal where I could have gotten a large fry if I use any purchase, but for some reason it's like, oh, hey, you're making a purchase? Well, guess what? You can't use this for now. You can't use this right now. Go screw you. You don't qualify. It's like, what do you mean I don't qualify? It's any purchase. Oh, okay, it's almost done baking. Almost done baking. I can move to the next part. Almost. I can't even move it. Okay, good. It's done. How are you looking? You definitely lost some of your textures. And after texturing, yeah, I can go back and fix... I gotta fix some of the lava. On the head, anyway. And I'll just redo the whole color thing as well. But anyway, it's so damn annoying. It's like, I just want to be able to save a little bit of damn money. And it's just like, no. You can't save money. You're going to pay us even more on top of that, because even though we say you have coupons, we're not going to let you use them. I'm preparing the mesh over here. Oh, your character. Video. Here. Yeah, dude. 50. Okay. That should be fine. That should be fine. Alright, that's it. I gotta look the other way if you want to. So yeah, it's like there's deals constantly that cannot be used. There's a reward one time I had from Taco Bell where it's like, oh, you get a free Coke. You know, you get a free soda. I'm like, oh great, a free soda. I would sure enjoy a free soda. And for some reason, the soda I selected, it wasn't sold out. It just refused to let me have it for the deal because I had an extra drink already, which was the same drink. I just wanted more of the same drink. So then, whenever I put that in the cart, fine. Do the deal? Nope, you can't have that. No Coke for you. And I was like, well, it's fine. I'm more of a no. I think I got Pepsi. I had to switch to Coke. That's the thing. I'm more of a Pepsi person. I love me some Mountain Dew. I decided to get just a regular Pepsi. I think I already had Mountain Dew, maybe. Anyway, point being, I tried to get me a Pepsi with the deal, with the reward. I couldn't get my Pepsi. Then I had to get a different drink altogether. I don't know why I even talk about blah blah. Video character color way. Color set. There we go. That's remeshing now. That probably won't take long. It's already done. Finishing its bake. Now we just got our fingers to do with. Auto view V. Basically a handful of spots I had to fix on the face. Now I got the legs done. No, because I kind of already went over everything. Even more, less care. Oh, it's done? Yeah, it's done. That was quick. So now I just need character. Auto. I don't know which one it is. I have to find it. There's a few things I gotta fix, but other than that, fine. Whew. Oh, I'm so sorry. Don't hate me. Back into play. Don't need the mirror on. Oh, where'd you go? Oh, I saw a thing. Oh. Where'd it go? We can go ahead and just put this back on for you. I need to try to... Nearly right. Which some of it looks like it's just because of the lava's not being rendered at its full resolution. Okay. Gonna be a little more careless with it. I think I was just too careful the first time. There we go. Go ahead. Case. And that means if you didn't see my method the first time, you get to see it again. Lucky, lucky you. Here now, just for time's sake. There we go, we got our glowing orange now. Which you can't see. Binkus bonkus. Got our glowing orange. We're going to our splatter tool. Real hard with it. Open random places, and then we're gonna do the same thing with this neon yellow mustard. There you go. Now that doesn't look so nice right now, but it will once we go into our blur tool. And then we're just gonna blur it all together. A little crazy with it. There you go. Easy does it. Perfect. Then we have a nice little kind of a lava-y effect on that pure stereotypical red. Okay. Texture. Error the mission. Video. Organic. Character. Portion. And then we will auto UV. There we go. Now it's working on it. There you go. And then we're going to take a nice little big sip. Easy as pie. Easy as pie. And you take a nice sip of your Pepsi. That's good Pepsi. So yeah, once this is done, we can play around with textures, and the textures are pretty fun. You can find some nice things in there. A lot of it's already there. There's a way to add more textures. I just don't know how to do it. But they have already a nice selection. There's some things I wish you could do. I don't think it would actually be considered a texture. A glass would, but there's also like a gelatiny kind of thing. If you think it's like, oh, you want to make a plate of Jello, so I would have to, if I was going to do that, I would have to export it from Masterpiece and then take it into Blender to add, I believe it's Subsurface. Then I would have to add or subtract. Subsurface. What is it? It's something. I can't remember now the exact term. Oh, and it should be about done. No, it's not done yet. Okay, not done yet. It's at 4 out of 8. It's fine. Oh, something else that really frustrated me recently is I wanted to try to. I heard that the freelancer mode in Hitman came out, so I wanted to go around and play it in VR. I only did the story mode in VR. It's a 5 out of 8 now. That's why it's lagging. So I go in there, I'm like, okay, great. I'm going to do this whole thing. I watch the entire tutorial on how to do it. And then not until after all that tutorial that lets you watch it completely in VR, like any other cutscene, we get into it and it's like, oh, this isn't compatible with VR. Well, why the hell not? I mean, you have it in the game. It's not the best implemented, but I still have a lot of fun in VR. It's great to be able to actually sneak around, see things in person, instead of just kind of through a Hitman third person. It's actually like, I'm here, I'm the Hitman. It's so immersive. It's great. The only time it's not is whenever your full body tracking isn't lined up with your body because you kept turning around so much and not just sat straight and used your normal controller turning. So then your body is now actually, when it should be, get these on. So when your body is supposed to be right, my hands are backward. So when your body's supposed to be here, and you run this way, no, your body's actually over here. So when you're trying to run this way, instead you go, okay, I gotta get out here real quick. There's the door. Away from the door. So 5 out of 8. So, but why can't it be implemented into the other game modes? It just doesn't make sense. You have it completely in story mode. What other things could you not implement into to keep it from being into virtual reality? And the company, I wouldn't say IO? Anyway, the company that produces Hitman has been extremely quiet over the whole situation. It's like we don't have any real updates. Of course, they didn't do any actual fixes for VR. So it makes sense that they don't want to talk about it because then people are going to actually ask, it's like, well, are you actually going to fix VR so it's good full room tracking? And the answer is no, it's not. It's never going to be fixed. And I would be 100% fine with Hitman's VR as it is if I can play it in every game mode, but you can't play it in every game mode. It makes no sense. Like, if you're going to implement something poorly, at least make sure you implement it everywhere. They did a good job trying to get it to work for hand tracking compared to what it was originally on the PlayStation VR, which it was made for. Because I don't think they originally even thought about putting it on touch controls, but I think they did fine enough. It was fine enough. You guys did a good job. Good job for what you did. It's not perfect. It's not great. It has a lot of problems, but you can look past it if you're able to enjoy it. If you're able to truly enjoy something and still recognize, I think we're about to be done. Oh no, almost. Right, 7 out of 8. If you are able to recognize its flaws, I don't think there's anything problem with saying that it was done, it has its faults, but it's still good for what it's able to do. Okay, you're done. Alright. We lost some of our lava. Fine. That- That's here. It shrunk. Which is not good. Most of the face is just gone. Uh, let me browse the materials real quick. Right now, it's looking. Yeah, because some of these are just through the height. Yeah. So the lava texture is not working mainly because it's just too. It's shrinking it too much. It need to be compensated. Yeah, it needs compensation. We pretty much lost. All of our lava, pretty much. Yep, yep, yep. We did. All of our lava is pretty much gone. So I would probably have to completely just redo that. That's fine to play with that texture though. What I do want. Oh, you're in here. Where you at? There we go. Oh, that's the wrong layer. Oh, did I crash? I didn't. It's just being a jerk. Wrong layer. There we go. I want the. There we go. This is the color I want. So we just get rid of that, and then boom. Now we got stone. Now the stone, I like. Stone is good. Stone texture, perfect. What isn't is the lava. Yeah, the lava is the only problem here. This is where things are falling apart. Nothing I can do about it. Not good. Mainly in the face and smaller details I have the problem. Bulge it. It's become a mesh. That'd be the best thing for me. That's not gonna work. But we do have our original. The rock, really nice. This is the only issue here. Uh, After I saw that was gonna shrink, I probably just need. I couldn't see that was gonna shrink until I turned into a mesh. If I follow on, if I can. Most likely gonna break it instead of fix it. But I say before I try to convert anything. I need to go to texture. Oh, oh no, no. Oh, that's how I do that. Nice. But the problem is still the bulging. This is basically just rotating it, it looks like. That's major disappointment. Oh, I'm creating new clay layers. Oh! Hey, let me end it. Circle. I'm just gonna. Great. Now we're gonna do this again and see if we can fix it. Oh, it's gone there too. Yeah, so the texture was a bit of a bust. Just in the lava standpoint. But that's fine. That's just a live and learn. I didn't have enough area for it to really convert well. If I basically just duplicated the head, it would have been a lot better, and just basically duplicated all the layers and went into it. That would have been a lot better. But since I didn't, and I worked off everything in one layer, there wasn't much for it to convert in some of these areas, especially the smaller areas like the head and the fingers, which is why when those we put a texture to it, it shrunk and disappeared. Because when I tried to apply it, it shrunk a little bit, and it was already shrunk already. So that's how we screwed that up. The stone is really nice though. The stone, I will admit, really nice. It's really great. It's just the lava texture that gave us problems. But the stone, great. Stone's great. It's exactly what I needed. I just took the color away from it because it has a natural gray, so I basically just made the color for the mesh transparent. So that way it's stuck with the original color I gave the model in the first place, which was that kind of that indigo-ish, uh, that indigo-ish, that darker indigo. So now we're stuck waiting for this to be done. After that, let's see, it's almost been 2 hours. I think we can go ahead and we'll just call that done after we do this last little experiment. And I'll pop over into maybe Derail Valley? Or maybe Hitman because I talked about how much I love Hitman. But then again, it's do anything. Can't do anything. But maybe I'll go into just go through the story campaign, start to finish again. There's only one mission I didn't finish the 3, and I go back and do that later. It was just the train anyway, so it's not really a Hitman-y mission to begin with. It's just go through the train, and then you win. And I'll try to avoid some of the things I already know. I have some things unlocked, but not everything. Oof. Give my face a break. By the time that's done, should be fine. I do enjoy Hitman, though. It's a great game. It's no payday, but I still enjoy it. The music still muted? Yeah, it is. The music has been muted this whole time. The whole time, the music's been muted. I guarantee you probably haven't been able to hear anything. I think originally I was going to do Clask for my next model, but I'm thinking about doing a different one. Or maybe because I did 2 chaotic characters and mix it up and do a different set of characters. I'm thinking maybe, since I'm reading Star Wars, I'm thinking Star Wars. And that would probably have to be not even next week. It would have to be the week after. I'm gonna have to do something different next week. It's gonna be due to work, going out of town. So I'm trying to do something with maybe Nintendo Switch or my laptop, which isn't as good. Oh, it's gone. What do you know? Big shocker. That's not surprising. Okay. Well, we'll go ahead and just exit this. Um, but yeah, we're gonna go ahead and just go rampish. Woo! Woo! I guarantee I misspelled things. That's honestly why I kind of did a look away. But we're gonna go ahead and just. Oh, there it goes. Great. Here we go. Here's our actual finished guy here. Untextured, because the texture did not want to work. We can put them next to the references here. Ooh, you don't need to be looking at my crotch. Yeah. We definitely took some different liberties with it, so it's not the exact same. And I freehanded a lot of it. Mainly so that way it's not the exact same. I think it turned out alright. There's some things I didn't like. I think the arms are the only thing that still kind of bothered me. It was bothering me when I was making it. He is a bit of a golem and has longer arms. I think the fingers is just what's kind of breaking it for me. Something's breaking it for me, the length of it, because I think originally I had it measured where it would show here. I think maybe I can't remember exactly what I did now, but it's just not as perfect as it could be. And on camera, it doesn't really help either because it's not the greatest field. But he is a bit of a golem, so he can have longer arms anyway. Because he's gotta reach out in it. He's gotta reach out. I remember him having a little bit longer arms. More stubby legs and longer arms. The head seems fine. The body seems fine. The lava we have here is fine for its purpose. It'd be better if it was immersive. Oh yeah, that's the right word, immersive. So we're gonna go ahead though, and we're just by himself real quick. Selfie. Get Magmon here. There you go. Oh, I can change the background? Oh. I don't know what that did in the background. Oh, wait, I think I know. So if I... No? Okay. Then I don't know what it did. The background. Oh. Turned off. Okay. That's what that did. So that way you guys aren't distracted. Gotcha, gotcha, gotcha. That's what that is. Yeah. Well, follow player. I don't like that's following player. Because that's no different than other stuff. I think maybe some things that would be fine for. I'm getting more into details that you can't get in the camera and there's a pain. Yeah. Here's a guy. He's done. And yeah. Thanks for joining me with this journey. We're gonna go ahead and I think I'm gonna switch to Hitman. I'm gonna take a quick break though, refresh myself, and then still trying to get me to repair that mesh. Not going to. Oh, because oh, right. I reopened it. But yeah, there's a few things here, like just getting the lava here to have more. Well, if I had a different layer and did the lava separate, would have been just fine because everything would have been more or less even. But I want to try to minimize my layers. That way the model wasn't as large a file. Got done. But other than that, did alright. He's not as good as the first time I did him, but he's still a proud little boy. Work with it. Alright. We're going to take a quick break. Be back with some Hitman.